But listen, no matter how you were raised and how good of a person you are and how loyal of a person you are, remember, people were not raised the same way. People don't have the same heart. People don't have the same goodness about them. Okay? He called the police. Girl, yes. Girl, don't. It could be the daddy. It could be the cousin. It could be the nephew. It could be anybody, you know? Just get it where you want it, period. You guys, I'm really not trying to promote cheating. Cheating is not right. But only for revenge, you know?
Hey y'all, it's Destiny. And at this point, I'm trying to figure out how can Liv continue to say how horrible Jerrod was to her, but all she can talk about is this man. This man is in a whole nother marriage, and she still cannot stop talking about him. And what gets me is she's still talking about how he wasn't loyal to her. She was loyal to him, but he wasn't to her. He's in another marriage now. Why do you care? So if you don't know, Liv put a video on TikTok, after her whole series about Jerrod and their relationship. Now she's putting another video on there talking about him. I thought the series was going to be her end of talking about him every single day, but clearly not. So if you're ready to get into this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you are notified every single time I post.
So, I wanted to come talk to you guys. Why am I always in this whenever I want to come talk to you guys? So, I'm just thinking, this was just on the top of my head. I'm about to take my dog for a walk in a minute. And I know, I look crazy. But, you know what I find so crazy? Like, I just be like, Olivia. You know, how do I even start this? I was so dumb. No, but seriously, I went through so much with my first child's father, the one who took my kids from me, the one who blindsided me and filed for custody and
Yes, we know the father that was actually responsible enough to take his children out of a neglectful situation, that went through the courts to do it, and they approved it, and he has them now. The only father that is around his children every single day, takes care of them, has a job. Jerrod, the one that even though he works, he still attends their ceremonies and their cheerleading, their football. Yeah, that father, yeah, we know.
And accused me of doing all these things, falsely accused me of doing all these things, and ran me through the mud, and who is not really trying to keep me out of my kid's life every chance he gets. That's the type of person I'm dealing with. People say I talk about him too much, but it's really the situation, what I'm going through, what my kids are going through, and he just happens to be a part of it, unfortunately. But with that said, I'm going to keep saying whatever I want to say, and if you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. But this is my story, and I'm going to tell it. But I was so dumb. Now that I'm older, I'm 34 years old. When I first started going through this, the whole, divorce and the custody came before the divorce, which didn't make sense. It all didn't make sense. It was just...
I guess the custody came before the divorce because Jerrod said he could only do one at a time and it was more important for him to get his children. I mean, doesn't that sound good? Imagine a father wanting to get away from a woman, but he says, you know what, I want to get custody of my children first. That's more important than getting this divorce. Sounds like a great father to me.
Done so wrongly in the courts, and I was done so wrongly because I had no representation due to me being stupid. Remember I said I was stupid? Yes. I was just so dumb, and no wonder he got over on me so good. And I think about, I hear women's stories these days, and I see women going to file for divorce and file restraining orders. By the way, that's what he did to me. He filed a restraining order on me. And, you know, it's all a game in the courts. You know, it's all a game. It's who can get to the court first and who can do the other one the dirtiest. That's the whole divorce, child custody game. And me not wanting to go through that and not wanting to put him through that and my kids. And me being such a loyal person, you know, no matter what we went through, no matter how.
Okay, Liv actually thinks she's a loyal person. We're going to get into that in a minute, but I just gotta say this. For those that don't know, this woman is Liv. She has 5 children by 3 different men. Her first 3 kids were with her ex-husband. Her 4th child is by a man that I think she met on a dating site, and he came from either a halfway house, a transitional home, a homeless shelter, something like that. Her 5th child, nobody has ever seen. And the person that she was friends with during that time said that she just slept with a white man and then got pregnant.
Who?
Hi.
Who's the little girl's daddy, Liv? Who's her dad? How did that happen again? I found out about her when we fell out right before. How did the little girl happen? I could have sworn you was on live in the motel. Woo. You're pathetic. Honestly, you're just below me. You're below me. You're below me, bitch. Because you were so desperate to have a baby, to have a child in your presence. So you decided that you wanted to go fuck a random nigga and get pregnant. Yeah, just let him nut at me. Chill, child. Bitch, you don't know him. That's okay. I could just block him and he ain't gotta know nothing about the baby. The nigga probably don't, he still to this day probably don't know about that he had a whole child with her. That fake ass, the person she on the phone with, that ain't nobody's daddy. Bestie. Bestie. He older. The little girl daddy. She met a random white man on POF.
And then blocked them. Also, people that don't know, Liv cheats. Okay, Liv is going to cheat. She cheats all the time. During her marriage, before her marriage, she cheats. Now let's get into talking about how she's loyal.
Dirty he did me or how dirty I did him as far as like cheating and, you know, our relationship stuff. I still looked at him a certain way. I looked at him like, I don't want to fuck you over when it comes to money, when it comes to your kids. Like, you don't do that. I mean, obviously people do it every day. I'm seeing it. But where I come from and how I was raised, I just wasn't raised like that. I was raised with more of a heart, with more respect for that person, more love for that person. Even if, no matter what y'all go through, family is family, and you stand 10 toes down for family, even though you go through hard fucking times. I don't know, I wasn't raised like that. So with that being said, I just think about how dirty.
And for those that don't know, Liv actually got on here and told everybody, if your man's cheating on you, get him back by cheating with their dad, their brother, their cousin, their nephew.
Oh, he called the police. Girl, yes. Girl, don't. It could be the daddy. It could be the cousin. It could be the nephew. It could be anybody, you know? Just get it where you want it, period. You guys, I'm really not trying to promote cheating. Cheating is not right. But only for revenge, you know?
And it's a rumor going around that Liv actually did sleep with her ex-husband's nephew. Teenage nephew.
Who f***ed her ex-husband's sister's son. Teenage underage son. Ain't talking about disgusting.
You see, it's a lot that Liv leaves out that she did, but she's going to tell you everything that Jerrod did to her.
Dog dirty he did me. And I just always And I have to think about this. I think about this all the time because I'm still going through this. He's still keeping my kids from me. He won't work out any type of custody arrangement with me that's fair. Every chance he gets, he won't let me speak to my kids, or he's playing some type of game, or he won't give me extra time with my kids. Oh, the list goes on and on. No, he's purposely trying to keep me out of my kids' life, and it's hard, and it breaks my heart for my kids, especially more than anything, because they've been taken from their mother, and they're being held against their will from their mom. They can't even pick up a phone and call their mom when they want to. And they were born and raised by me and up under me, and they're so close to me, but...
For those that don't know, Liv has a second baby daddy, right? And he got on this internet and said that he was buying her illegal substances to use around the children in the same apartment the children were in.
It's the reason why I tell you to stop using cocaine right there. That's exactly why. That's exactly why. It fucks your mind up. But anyways, it's gonna go live.
Please get out of my house. Please get out of my house. You will not leave my house.
Liv does say that that's a lie, but one thing Liv is going to do is she's going to lie on this internet. She's the same one that tried to convince everybody that she only had 2 baby daddies when clearly everybody can look at those children and see that it had to be 3.
Why do you guys have to like call him AJ's father? Is AJ's father excited? My man is very excited. Yes, he is. He's very, very excited. He's more excited than me, girl, okay? Shoot. And that's okay. Like I said, y'all could be right all day long, but it wasn't my job to come and say, y'all are right. You know what I mean? Until I felt comfortable. But yeah, I have 3 baby daddies.
And that's when she finally came out here and said, oh yeah, I do have 3 baby daddies. She lied her whole pregnancy with her 4th child, talking about the father was around, when the real father was in a whole different state.
Imagine this. You're a great mother. Your kids are always with you, because I raised them primarily all the time. When he was in and out of their life, through the breakups or whatever, they always stayed with me. And then one day they're snatched from you. And now I see them, literally, I can see them 4 days a week, 4 days a month. And I can talk to them 3 days a week. And why, you might ask? Because I'm sure you're like, girl, why? What did you do? I didn't have a lawyer. I didn't defend myself in court. I was dumb. I say that to say this. No matter how you were raised, and I hope that this reaches somebody, okay?
Liv is the same one that was raised by a woman who got on this internet and said that the judge was racist because Liv doesn't have custody of the children. And did Liv actually admit that she only gets to see the oldest 3 kids 4 days out of the month? Liv only gets the children 4 days a month. Well, see, Liv, maybe you should have worked with Jerrod instead of being his biggest enemy. You know, maybe you should have went to the kids' games and award ceremonies. Maybe you should have done stuff with them so that you could see them more, and maybe he wouldn't have made it like this. You see, Liv got on here and said that her ex-husband wanted her to take their son to his football game, and she said she's not going to do it.
He got to practice today. I can't go. But you want me to take him to a football game? On a football team that I didn't even agree he could be on. You didn't talk to me about that. But I'm supposed to just do whatever you tell him to do? Oh, okay.
She did the same thing with her youngest daughter by her ex-husband, who is in cheerleading. She wouldn't take her to her practices or her games or anything. So maybe instead of causing drama and issues surrounding the children, maybe you should have just took them to their activities. You know?
Somebody who's like Liv, who's like, baby, I just want to get out the divorce. Maybe you're not even thinking about divorce. Maybe you're so in love with that person that you're with, and you're so hurt, and you're so blinded by the hurt, and you're just so deep inside the hurt, and divorce isn't even on your radar. You just want to get stable. You just want to find peace. You just want to be happy. You want to find happiness again, and you just want to live your life with your kids. That's where I was, okay, when all this shit came raining down on me. But listen, no matter how you were raised and how good of a person you are and how loyal of a person you are, remember, people were not raised the same way. People don't have the same hearts. People don't have the same goodness about them. Okay?
One thing Liv is going to do is always be the victim. She said the only thing she did wrong was not having a lawyer. But what about having a man around your children that you came on the internet and said has charges on his record that has something to do with children? That's what Liv got on here and said. She said her second baby daddy has charges on his record that have something to do with children, but had this man around her 3 oldest.
People are not loyal. Babe, that word is lost upon people these days. So, and what loyalty means to me, let me clarify this, because I do call my supporters loyalty gang up in this thing, period. Loyalty to me is you can do anything in this world to me. Well, not anything, bitch. Back it up, hold on. Not anything. You don't fuck with my kids. You don't fuck with my money. The 2 things this motherfucker went after. You don't fuck with my kids or my money or my family. Period. But anything other than that, petty shit, dumb shit, cheating, fucking around, you pushed me, we fought, we this, we that. And I'm not just talking about in a relationship, in a friendship, in anything, anybody. You don't fuck with my family, my kids, or my money.
Did y'all know that Liv accused her oldest child of stealing money from her and then told the whole internet and then blamed it on her ex-husband? I don't know why Liv thinks that she's loyal. And what gets me is the fact that people like Liv will get on here and say a word and then say what it means to them instead of just giving the definition of what it means and seeing if they're like that or not. She's taking loyalty and acting like she is that person, even though everything that she does in life shows that she's not loyal. This woman took her own friend's purse. Her friend tried to get it back. She wouldn't give it back to her.
Bitch, I'm loyal. I'm 10 toes down for you. That's how I am. And that's what loyalty means to me. 100%. When you touch them other 3 things, bitch, you're gone. Forever and always. You're gone. You're just a thought in the wind. You're never trusted again. But, not a lot of people are made like that. That's my point. So, know the difference so you can tell the difference. So you can weed out the fakes. You can weed out the disloyal people. And you don't waste your time on them. And you don't end up in a situation like this where you give a person the benefit of the doubt. You think, oh, I would never do this to somebody, so they would never do it to me.
For those that don't know, Liv's ex-husband, Jerrod, he left her. So while she's telling this whole speech right here, he ended up leaving her. She told everybody that this man was putting his hands on her, doing everything, right? But he ended up leaving her.
Look at what we've been through. Look what I've done for them. Look at what we have together. People don't care because they were not raised the same way, with the same love and the same hearts. So remember that, y'all. Always remember that. And this is a lifelong lesson for me. I'm going to teach my kids this because look what I've gone through. Because I was a loyal person. Because I gave a person the benefit of the doubt and I didn't want to do them dirty. I was done expeditiously dirty. And now all I could do is laugh about it because one thing about it and 2 things for sure. God always has the end answer of everything. He always has the final say. And I trust in God and I believe in.
So Liv says she's going to teach her children about loyalty. So what are you going to say? Yes, you can cheat on your partner. They can cheat on you. They can put their hands on you. You can put their hands on them. But as long as you stay with them and be loyal to them, you're good?
God, and I heard a quote. I'm gonna end it with this. You ain't gotta stay or do nothing, babe, because God's seen it too. And I look so crazy. I did this whole thing with this wig cap on. I'm sorry, but this is a real deal Holyfield, baby. But I love you guys. Be you, do you, and love you. But know the difference. Okay?
So Liv did tell us and show us that she bought a Bible recently, but she's not getting information from the Bible. She said she heard a quote from somewhere. Something tells me the Bible wasn't for her to read. It was just for her to try to prove that she was trying to be a good person now. But that's just my opinion. But y'all have got to let me know what you think about the situation. What do you think about Liv continuing to talk about Jerrod even though he's in a whole nother marriage? Do you think she will ever get over this man? I mean, how can you have 2 more baby daddies and you're still talking about the first one? Why is Liv so upset with the father that is present, but the 2 fathers that have never seen their children, don't spend any time with their children, she's okay with them? Just let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you in the next one.